This is why my parents have a big debate about whether or not they should finish this thing out and try to use it as their home, or if they should turn it into the giant chicken coop. Hey guys, welcome back to the Citystead. Today I'm over at my dad's property. He had bought this 45 acres and it came with a monolithic dome. The biggest question they have now is, now what? They have all this land and this is what they have on it. So they're debating about whether or not to finish it, because it's not finished, or to just turn it into a giant chicken coop. What do you guys think? Do you guys have any ideas of what you would do with a monolithic dome like this if you were to fall into it on a piece of property that you wanted? That's where he originally was looking for, was just more land, and it worked out really perfect that this 40 acres he bought is adjacent to another 40 acres that he already owned that has a lake on it. So it's a really good connecting piece of property, and they're going to eventually move over here from where they currently live on another little bit of land that's 7 acres, and set up a whole system of stuff going on over here, and they're going to do a lot more over here, bring the chickens and all that. So one thing they really are looking for is what to do with this particular structure that is already built on the property and here it exists. These guys that used to own this property did a lot of little things here and trying to set stuff up, but they never actually got finished with anything, it seems. But they have a little garden area here where they built 2 pretty nice little raised beds. And my parents have already moved over some blueberry bushes and they've planted them in these beds. So they'll be producing blueberries out of here. Looks like they got 8 plants in these 2 beds. So that's one use that they're using with these raised beds that were already here. And this is a really good spot probably to keep building more raised beds and doing a lot more garden over here. It's really close to the monolithic dome over there, or where they would want to build the house if they were going to build a house over here. So one of the systems that they were setting up over here, if you can see it above my head there, is that they have a wind turbine up there, and they have a battery room where they were trying to do some wind power to help power the little property that they're having here, because there is no electricity running to this piece of land. So they were setting up this wind turbine with a battery bank to power whatever they were running over here. I believe they were living in an RV while they were here working on that dome back there. So they have a good little room set up for their battery where you could probably also attach solar panels if you wanted to, which I think eventually my dad would really like to do, is put some solar panels in the property, have that and solar panels, and it would be a lot more sustainable as far as an energy source for them. So we were talking about the windmill I have outside, and this is where their power room was. So they got 2 110 volt inverters, and then they have a battery bank over here. So what they have is they got 4 batteries here. They're all 6 volt, and they're set up in a series so they get a full 24 volts out of it, and they have it paralleled parallel.
Parallel.
How can I gotta say this word?
Parallel.
Parallel.
The word you are looking for is parallel.
That was close.
Paralleled. I can't say it. Paralleled. They have it paralleled in 3 different banks over here. So this is what they were using to store their charge from that windmill. Wind turbine. Sorry. This is what they were using to store the charge from the wind turbine. That if my dad hooked up the solar panels, he would also run it into here to use that as a second energy source. So this is their electricity shed that they had built for capturing energy and storing it to use throughout the property. So here we are, guys, inside the Monolithic Dome that my parents purchased. And as you can see, it is very raw. They got the walls up, the dome parts. They built that. And they actually got some windows in. They have windows. They got a front door over here. But that's as far as this place has gotten. So this is why my parents have a big debate about whether or not they should finish this thing out and try to use it as their home, or if they should turn it into the giant chicken coop. I think it would be better to just turn it into a chicken coop. Maybe they could have a bigger flock than what they have currently. This place is pretty cool, and it does have some neat features to it. But as far as space-wise, I just don't think it would be very as spacious as what the plans were originally for. One of the plans was that under one of these domes was supposed to be a garage. So let me take you over to this part of it. So this dome right here, as you can see that big opening kind of carved out there, that was ideal, or that was set up to be the garage door, and then this side was going to be a garage, which already eliminate one dome of space for it. Now, I guess if you were just a couple with no kids or anything, that would be perfect, but they got some grandkids and, of course, us, me and my brothers, that would all be coming over to spend time with them and, you know, get a smaller space. It's a little harder to have those big family gatherings. So originally they had set up that they were going to have a bathroom in the middle here, a bedroom over here, and they had a game room also in that same area, which I'm not really sure how that would work out, because I feel like that's a normal size of a normal bedroom alone without having a game room and a bathroom, which they had in their plans. And then over here was going to be the kitchen. Now this would probably be a really good space for a kitchen. It's got a great view out the front windows of some of the property. They have a bunch of woods behind them, but they have all that field out in front of them. So this would be a pretty cool kitchen to have, where you could actually look out while you're cooking and see all the land that you just bought, the 40 plus acres that is out there. So there you guys go. That's kind of a tour of the little bit of the property that my parents bought that has this monolithic dome sitting on it. And they're just looking for ideas of what to do with it. They're really debating on whether they want to finish it or turn it into something like a chicken coop or maybe some other functional part of the property for them. And I just thought it'd be really cool to show you guys a little bit of what they got, and then maybe come back over here during the summers as they're building more and more over here and doing more and more over on this piece of property, that I'll bring you guys along and we'll do some other stuff over here and show you a little bit of the progress that they're doing on this, because it's really cool to me. And it's kind of like my parents going toward a little more self-sufficiency with the wind turbine over there, possibly doing solar panels. I mean, I think solar panels are definitely going to be in the plan, but and then some structures like this over here that are just already existing and kind of up in, you know, the air about what they're going to do with them. They also started keeping bees over here, and like I said, they got some gardening going on, so they're doing a lot more over here. I'm going to bring you guys over here during the summer periodically, and we will do little updates of it and just show you guys a little bit of what's going on over here. So if you guys like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and if you want to check out other videos we've done, there's one right here and another one right there. Alright guys, we're out of here. We'll see ya. Set up this they were trying to set up this I can't think of the name of it now. In parallel, I can't say parallel. It's set up as parallel, My goodness.
You can edit that out.
Cut. Yeah. Parallel.
Parallel.
Parallel. I can say it.